Reng opinyon da ring bisita ang pong host kintutok yung programa, alina la opinyon ni Mickey Bandi at pamuntok ning istasyong iti. Mabiyasa tamo sanang sumuring niya masamas.
Magandang araw, Fernandino. Ito ang Konsehong Fernandino, tugon ay serbisyo. Atid sa inyo ng Office of the City Vice Mayor ng Siyudad San Fernando, Pampanga. Sa programang ito, alamin natin ang latest updates ng sangguniang panlungsod ng City of San Fernando, Pampanga. Mga naipasang resolusyon at ordinansa, activities ng ating mga konsihal at ng kani-kanilang komite, at ang latest updates at happenings ng sangguniang panlungsod ng Siyudad San Fernando. Ako si Kevin, at ito ang Konsehong Fernandino, tugon ay serbisyo.
Konsehong Fernandino, tugon ay serbisyo.
Last week, nakasama ni Piola at ni Vice Mayor BJ Tiger Lagman si City Councilor Enrico Maria Ricky O. Hizon. Nalaman natin ang updates sa kanyang komite, ang Committee on Environmental Protection, Natural Resources, Waterways and Flooding Intervention, Committee on Trade and Industry, Mall Operations and Labor Relations, and ang Committee on Market and Slaughterhouse and Economic Enterprises. Ngayon, alamin natin ang updates sa konseho kasama si Piola, si Vice Mayor BJ Tiger Lagman, at ang bagong Sangguniang Kabataang Federation President si Honorable Aisenroy D. Henson.
Maraming salamat, Kevin. Magandang araw po, Vice Mayor BJ Tiger Lagman, City Councilor Aisenroy D. Henson. Kamusta po kayo?
Magandang araw, Piola, at magandang araw po sa ating mga televiewers and followers dito sa ating programa. Ayos naman, Piola. No?
Thank you so much, Vice. Councilor?
Magandang araw din, Ma'am Piola. Gusto ko din pong pasalamatan yung mga sumusubaybay po sa programa natin. Nagpapasalamat po ako kay Ma'am Piola at kay Vice Mayor BJ sa pag-iimbita sa akin sa programang ito.
You're welcome po. Councilor, nakapag-attend na po kayo ng inyong first session last Monday. Kamusta naman po ito? Of course, with Vice Mayor BJ as our presiding officer.
Relatively naman po. Medyo naging short lang po yung naging session namin. And actually, yun po yung unang beses ko na nakapasok sa City Hall, ay sa Session Hall rather. And wala naman po akong malaking ceremonial na pagta-turnover. Talagang binigay lang po sa akin ng aking predecessor at winelcome lang po ako ng mga ating kasama, mga fellow members sa Sangguniang Panlungsod.
Yes, Piola, no? Like, sinamahan siya. No? He was introduced by our DILG officer, Sir Jason Miran, no? sa members ng council. And welcome, no? Welcome as the youngest member, no? Of the city council, ang bunso ng konseho. We welcomed him, and then pinasalamatan din natin si Councilor Gustav, no, for his service for 5 years, at itutuloy ngayon ni Councilor Aisen na yun, ano? At inassure ng members, all the members of the city council na i-guide siya at i-assist siya in any way that they can, no? For the welfare of not just the youth in the city, but yung lahat ng mga SK na manunungkulan represented by Councilor Aisen ang tutulungan lahat ng Sangguniang members.
So, that's a very good welcome for you, Councilor Aisen. Vice, sa mga hindi po nakakaalam, si Vice Mayor BJ Tiger Lagman ay naging SK chairman din po
Oh, yes.
ng Barangay San Agustin. What year nga po yun, Vice?
1996 to, I think that is 5 years then. No?
5 years
We were extended also. Well, from 1996 to 2023, talagang malayo na yung naging evolution ng Sangguniang Kabataan. Ano? And I think more ano ngayon more responsibility compared before.
Yes.
No? And I believe the challenge will always the good thing naman maraming nagtutulong-tulong ngayon, no? And we're happy that the SK Kagawads are now allowed to receive honorarias unlike before.
Yes.
Nung kami SK lang.
Oo nga.
Kaya ngayon medyo mas madami silang tulong-tulong. And to add, I believe meron na kayong treasurer and secretary.
Tama po, meron na
Ayun,
po.
ano? Oo.
Wow, so you share the same experience po. And to get to know more you, Councilor Aisen, what are you up to before entering the politics?
Before entering the field of public service, nag-aaral lang po ako mabuti. I'm still a student po. I graduated high school and senior high school in Pampanga High School. I was part of the special science class from 7th grade to 10th grade. And then I took up the strand STEM, which stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics nung senior high po ako. And then, ngayon po, currently I'm a first-year college student in Ateneo de Manila University, taking up the course Bachelor of Arts in Communication. So before public service, talagang nag-aaral po ako, and every now and then, sumasama po ako sa mga youth organizations, sa mga clubs po, different clubs po sa schools, and nakiki-participate din po ako sa mga programa nila. So this thing, it's a higher responsibility, pero even before, I'm already an active citizen, an active youth leader, and it just so happened na nagkaroon po ako ng opportunity para humabol para sa Sangguniang Kabataan.
Oh, very in line yung
Yes
yung
po.
course ano, tsaka yung very active nga si Councilor Aisen. It just so happened from a private and individual ngayon nasa public, So I think he will be a big help, no?
Yes.
In the city council as a youth representative, no? And I'm sure hearing the credentials from the academic.
Very impressive po.
Oo, mukhang kayang-kayang ibalanse
Yes
ni
po.
Councilor. Yung trabaho niya bilang batang mambabatas and the experience, no, even though young, I think he can easily balance it with his education.
Yes
no?
po.
Ituloy mo lang yan, Councilor, ha?
By significantly po, we can notice even in other municipalities na padami na po yung mga young legislators, pabata na po ng pabata yung mga nakakapasok sa konseho, which is a very good thing po, just like you.
Well, siguro, good thing about, just my sa observation ko
Yes
lang.
po.
Kasi kapag medyo a little younger, not just, hindi naman yung matanda at bata, no? Mas yung time, no? They can give more time on it. And, well, it's a good legislator is like, it's a continuous learning kasi yan, no? And the more that you're exposed sa community, mas nagiging effective yung mga nakakaraft na ordinances and resolutions. Kasi everything emanates from the ground, going up. So hindi tayo as a legislator, hindi lang ho tayo nag-aantay kung ano yung ipapaabot sa atin, but we also check it sa ilalim dun sa nangyayari, no, sa ating community. So like yesterday, I went to the Jose B. Lingad Memorial Hospital, the regional office, regional hospital natin, to check what is kung paano, how do they do their transactions from day to day, no, for the welfare of the patients and the bantay also. So mga ganon bagay, and bumababa yan hanggang sa barangay level. So yun siguro nag-isa advantage at yung agility, mobility, at saka yung enthusiasm and madami ng isang batang mambabatas, no, a good trait of a young legislator.
For Councilor Aisen po, what encouraged you to enter the politics?
Well, one of my biggest motivations was that ever since po talaga, I always wanted to be a representative for the youth. Not necessarily in the city council as I am now, pero I wanted to lead and I wanted to be able to experience firsthand what my fellow youth are experiencing. So, dun pa lang po, it just so happened nga po, gaya ng sinabi ko, nagkaroon po ako ng opportunity na maangat yung plataforma ko dito sa konseho Kaya tinake ko na po yun, and with my previous and former experiences, for sure, they will come to work po kapag nasa konseho na ako.
Alam mo, Piola, not everybody gets the privilege or the pagkakataon no, na mag-serve as young as like Aisen. No? But it's not something that hindi yan yung parang pinilit mo eh. Kasi may age limit yan, di ba, Aisen? So, if you miss it or if a little earlier you're cut off in between, hindi ka eh. No? But I think it's something that is not really destiny, but it's something that is a part of you that you want to serve. No? Not really the pagkakataon din, but sabi ko nga, it's a privilege that is you value, no? And it's something that is worth working, no? And fulfilling after. No? Very fulfilling yung task na pinapasukan ngayon ni Aisen. Ano? This is his first days, no, sa office. But I'm sure ahead, maraming challenges, maraming time, no, at saka situations. But I'm sure with his background, very fulfilling yung job naman. It's
Yes.
worth spending time.
So I'm getting excited, not for myself, but for Councilor Aisen. Na-mention niyo po kanina na first time yung makapasok sa session hall. And what do you feel? What are you looking forward to more sessions?
Well, for my first entrance sa session hall, I encountered a lot of new people. For a start, yung mga staff po ng fellow Sangguniang members ko, and yung mga, syempre, yung mga honorables, nakita ko din po sila sa loob. And I don't know what I was expecting, to be honest. I was expecting, parang as it is po, nung pagkadating ko po, pagkapasok ko po, dun pa lang po nag-sink in na, ay, konsehal na ako ngayon. Kailangan, every week na ako nandito sa session hall. So, yun po yung thought process ko pagkapasok ko sa session hall. When was that? Nung Tuesday? Monday, sorry.
Alam mo, Piola, no, nung last Monday, the first session ni Councilor Aisen, no, naalala ko nung kami yung SK.
Yes.
Tapos, it so happened that the outgoing Sangguniang Kabataan Federation president is Gustav Jan Henson, the uncle of Councilor Aisen Henson. No? So, it's very rare that magta-turn over yung although magkamag-anak sila, no, dahil pamangkin siya ni Councilor Gustav, nung nag-message si Councilor Gustav in front of the members of the council, pasalamat siya, binilin niya ang kanyang kasunod na magpaalalayan at pinasalamatan namin sa service niya si Councilor Gustav. And then when he made his acceptance speech, kumbaga, nakita ko naman sa kanya na he will not just be working, but committing himself as a young legislator, isang batang konsehal, to really adhere to the mandate of his current position as the Sangguniang Kabataan Federation President. So, lahat kami committed to assist him in any way that we can, no? As not really a mentor, but as tayo bilang isang presiding officer, and I'm sure yung mga kasamahan niyang konsehal as colleagues niya, no? The age is something that we are, kumbaga sa isang pamilya, meron talagang bunso no, na inaalalayan, but the wisdom of the bunso is highly appreciated and needed in a family and in a institution such as the 8th Sangguniang Palunsod.
So, no more worries na for Councilor Aisen. So, bibitinin po muna namin kayo at puputulin po muna natin ang ating masarap na kwentuhan. Sa ating pagbabalik, aalamin po natin ang duties and responsibilities ng isang SK Federation President. Magbabalik ang Konsehong Fernandino, Tugon ay Serbisyo. Nagbabalik po ang inyong programang Konsehong Fernandino, Tugon ay Serbisyo. Councilor Aisen, can you share what is the duties and responsibilities po ng isang SK Federation President?
Well, as a SK Federation President po, syempre, may tatlo po akong inaalalayan. Una, yung sa barangay, since doesn't mean na naging president po ako ng federation, is mawawala na po yung status ko bilang chairman sa barangay. And then, syempre, yung responsibility ko sa aking mga karatig SK chairman sa buong San Fernando. 34 po na barangays, not including me, yung inaalalayan ko, at kailangan ko po silang antabayanan and hold regular sessions every quarter, at least every quarter. During those sessions, I will serve as the presiding officer po ng buong federation, and kung ano po yung mga motions nila, yung mga gusto nilang makita or gusto nilang ipaabot sa City Council, doon naman po papasok yung responsibility ko bilang isang miyembro ng Sangguniang Panlungsod. Kailangan kong mag-attend regularly sa mga sessions at kailangan kong i-represent ng mabuti yung kabataan at yung buong federation sa Sangguniang Panlungsod. So yung tatlo pong trabahong ito, nag-work po sila harmoniously. Hindi po pwedeng matanggal yung isa kasi very vital po sila sa isa't isa. So I will make sure po na lahat ng mga aspetong ito na antabayanan ko at na bibigyan ko po sila lahat ng pansin.
Alam mo, Piola, no, very vital yung representation ng youth sa City Council, no. Kaya ito ex officio sila, no, but we treat them as equally as the regular members kasi yung representation nila, sabi nga ni Councilor Aisen, 35 barangay sila, no? And then all the concerns na elevate, no? Kung meron man concerns na elevate, and equally important yung contribution nila. Yung contribution nila, not just in crafting ordinances, but in implementing especially yung kanilang 10% budget, no?
Yes po.
The reason why Sanggunian has a mandate na i-review, no? Kasi gusto natin yung year in, year out. Siyempre, para sa transparency, yung effectiveness ng mga prioritization dun sa mga funding, we see to it na napupunta dun sa dapat pagpuntahan yung kanilang pondo, no? So, gano'ng kahalaga na lahat ng nabanggit ni Councilor Aisen is being met nang sa ganon, not just for compliance purposes, but for yung actual, no? Kasi mabilis ang panahon, so dapat talaga binibigyan niya ng importansya para sa mas epektibong local governance, no? Especially for the welfare of the youth of the city.
Totoo po yun. So, speaking of 34 barangays, kamusta naman po ang inyong mga co-SK chairman? Yung iba po siguro nakapag first day na sa kanilang mga barangay.
Yung iba, meron na po silang mga ganap sa kanya-kanyang barangay. May mga post na po sila minsan. And luckily for me, nakakasama ko po karamihan sa mga chairman. Pero hindi pa po kami nagkakaroon ng first formal session, which they should look forward to in the upcoming weeks or months. And since tapos na din po ang federation elections, we will now be working as one federation only. Wala naman pong ibang gaganap ng trabaho kung hindi kami. At kailangan magkakasama po kami. Kaya inaanyayahan ko po silang lahat na magsama-sama po tayo bilang isang federation at talagang i-represent po natin ng mabuti yung kanya-kanyang mga barangay. At ako bilang SK President naman, antabayanan ko kayo at lahat ng mga duties ko, gagampanan po natin yan. Yun.
Actually, I was excited, looking forward dun sa first session nila, no? So, for us to share also, Councilor Aisen, no, the parliamentary procedures sa kanilang mga meetings, no? Not just dun sa kanilang regular quarterly meeting, but of course dun sa kanilang regular monthly meetings also, no, na i-conduct nila sa mga respective barangays para naman medyo guided din sila on how to go about their meetings, no. So I think the DILG also, no, I'm asking our DILG officer to give us a portion sa mga seminars for us to share with them on how we do our sessions in the city, no, council. At the same time, yung basic of the parliamentary procedures will be cascaded to them.
And to mention po, meron na din po kayong SK Treasurer and SK Secretary, Councilor.
So far, wala pa pong formal na pag-declare at pag-oath taking ng mga secretary and treasurer. Pero I'm sure most of the chairmans in all the barangays, they have their prospect on who their secretary or treasurer is going to be. Kailangan lang po nating idaan sa proseso yung mga ito bago sila formally ma-announce bilang secretary and treasurer. And malaki din po yung roles nila kasi kapag magwi-withdraw po ng funds or sa mga minutes of the meeting, syempre kailangan din po sila. So, vital yung role nila in the sense na hindi din po makakapag-function as a whole yung yung Sangguniang Council nang wala sila. Very important po yung role nila.
Yung accountability,
Yes,
no?
po.
Nandiyan talaga in place. And documentation as
Documentation.
well. To add, Councilor Eisen,
Yes po.
generally, yung transition no, from the outgoing SK chairman and council to sa inyo na. How was it in the 35 barangays? Kumusta na po?
I think we all share the same sentiment dahil nga po unconstitutional yung 5 years na term, tama po ba? Yung 5 years na term ng Sangguniang Kabataan ng mga ng former predecessors namin. So medyo naging short po yung time namin for transition. Before, medyo mas matagal po. Ngayon, almost 1 month lang po yung naalat. And then after po namin ma-proclaim bilang SK chairman, tuloy-tuloy na po, dire-diretso na po sa federation elections, dire-diretso na po yung pagta-turnover ng mga liabilities. So, all the more, medyo maikli po, pero na-overcome naman po, hopefully, na mga kasama kong SK chairman.
Okay, so I think you can also be of help sa kanila, no? Kasi tayo dito, we have the technical persons like our city local finance, no, to assist dun sa mga ganong bagay. And of course, the DILG. And are you expecting a lot of seminars and orientations soon?
Vice, sa tingin ko, parang tuloy-tuloy nga niyan po yung mga seminars. Hindi mauubos yan, for sure. Pero all for the continuous learning ng mga kasama nating SK chairman. Siyempre, kami po yung mga bagong salang dito, sabi niyo, sa mundo ng local governance. And it is just right na tuloy-tuloy po namin, not just passively nakikisama, pero actively seeking these seminars. Kasi yung enthusiasm nga po na matuto at magsilbi ng maayos at yung mga technicalities nga po within the local government, kailangan po aware po kami sa mga yan.
Oo, no? So we highly encourage all the elected SK officials to include the SK Kagawad. So give time and prioritize this yung mga seminars kasi talagang dyan sila mahuhubog no? And para guided sila sa kanilang trabaho. I think the pinakamalaking investment dito ng isang elected SK official is the time. No? So I hope they can balance it with studies and
Yun nga po, nabanggit niyo po, Vice, na it might be overwhelming for you, but the fruit of your hard work is for the good of the everybody. And na-mention nga ni Vice yung studies, and na-mention mo na first year college student ka na. So, how will you balance being a SP member and as a student?
Well, this question po, if you asked it before, I would struggle to answer it. Pero as all the time leading up to this point, I was sinisipagan ko po talagang mag-back and forth from Manila to Pampanga. Nagsimula po nung campaign period, papasok po ako ng umaga, uuwi po ako, diretso po ako sa caucus, magsasalita po ako in front of a number of people. And then tuloy-tuloy po yun kasi as I won the elections, marami po akong mga responsibilities and mga kailangan isettle. So talagang sinisipagan ko nga po yung pag-uwi. Now, I think the upcoming years won't be any different. Sisibagan ko pa din pong mag-uwian. And if there's any problems or conflicts with schedules, I think my institution, my college, is more than happy to adjust if possible. Ipapresent ko lang po yung oath of office ko and makikiusap po akong maayos. Baka sakaling pwede pong ma-adjust yung klase ko sa gantong oras. Ganun. So, syempre, mas mabigat pong responsibility yung sa Sangguniang Panlungsod. Kasi although nag-aaral po ako and I'm a student, I also have my responsibilities as part of the local government. And yun yung hindi ko dapat ibabaliwala kasi elected po akong official, hindi ko po pwedeng sayangin yung tiwala sa akin ng mga tao. So I just have to reciprocate that and talagang pagtuunan ng pansin dito sa Sanggunian.
And with that, good luck to you, Councilor Aisen. Any last message
Thank
po
you.
sa ating viewers, Vice?
Well, kagaya ho no ng nabanggit ng ating Sangguniang Kabataan Federation President na si Councilor Aisen no na they're expecting a lot of orientations and seminars, and we encourage all elected freshly mandated Sangguniang Kabataan chairman, kagawads, secretary, treasurer to give priority talaga and time. Yung kagaya ng kakabanggit lang ni Councilor, yung pag-aaral at saka yung trabaho natin bilang public servant. Yung iba naman nagtatrabaho na, may mga ibang SKs na nag-work naman na, and then itong pinasukan din nilang trabaho. I think it's just a matter of time management and giving priority for both. No? And rest assured that the Sangguniang Panlungsod is here no, to guide and assist you sa lahat ng pagkakataon na pwede tayong magtulungan. It's a partnership, no? Not just on the legislation, but pati doon sa day-to-day activity nila sa kanilang mga respective barangays as the representative of the youth ng Fernandino Youth. No? So again, congratulations, and looking forward to seeing you and working with you for a more prosperous and progressive city of San Fernando.
Thank you so much po, Vice Mayor BJ Tiger Lagman and Councilor Aisen Roy D. Henson. Councilor Henson, a message po for our televiewers.
Before po ako magpasalamat sa mga televiewers natin, gusto ko po pasalamatan yung Vice Mayor's Office and Ate Piola, Vice Mayor BJ, all the staff here. Maraming salamat po sa pag-iimbita sa akin at pagbibigay sa akin ng opportunity na makapagsalita dito sa Konsehong Fernandino, Tugon ay Serbisyo. Sa televiewers naman po natin at sa mga sumusubaybay, maraming salamat po. Asahan nyo po na ang inyong munting SK Federation President sa murang edad, pagtatrabahuhan po niya na maayos at makikilahok po siya, makikisama po sa pangkabuang Sangguniang Panlungsod. Wala po kayong ibang aasahan sa akin kung hindi ang oras ko, ang pagod ko, at syempre yung mga rene-represent ko po, talagang bibigyan ko po ng pansin at ire-represent ko po kayo ng todo sa konseho. Maraming salamat po.
Marami na naman tayong natutunan, kasama pa rin ang ating Vice Mayor BJ Tiger Lagman, at ang ating bagong SK Federation President, City Councilor Aisen D. Henson. Sa next week, makakasama pa rin natin ang ating mga city councilors upang magbigay ng update sa kanilang komite at ang iba pang activities ng lokal na gobyernong Fernandino. Ako si Piola, ito ang
Konsehong Fernandino, Tugon ay Serbisyo.